Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I am David Webster here with Nico Stonework, and we are at Joe Nuxall Field, where your Lakota West Firebirds are facing off against the Princeton Vikings in this OHSAA baseball playoffs round 2. In the first round, Lakota West beat Middletown in an astounding game, 26-0. Now looking to continue that very hot streak against Princeton, who previously in the season they split with. And interesting enough, West and Princeton beat each other at their own home fields. Now at a neutral site where both teams are away, we'll see how this game goes. And starting off on the mound today for West, the senior Adrian Smith, who typically lines up at second base but is pitching today. Trying to make a big, have a big day today.
Yeah, for sure. And these two teams, they know each other pretty well. Split the series earlier in the season. You know, West won that shootout battle where they got 9 runs down. I think they allowed 3. And then they lost. You know, it was the close. I think we were here for that one. It was 4-1. They fought all the way, had the lead most of the game, but towards the end, fell apart.
And leading off today is Josh Davis for Princeton. He has been one of the star-studded players on this roster. Just a consistent player there. And I mean, the Princeton.
That's like an understatement. He has been incredible. 8th in batting average at .382. Been a really good stealer, 2nd in the league in stolen bases with 20. I mean, that's incredible. It's pretty difficult to get to 20 steals on the season, and he's done it.
Yeah, and this Princeton dugout already making noise. And Adrian Smith guns in a strike, 2-1 the count now. As I was saying, the dugout factor, we've talked about it many times on the broadcast. You know, a lot of times you see teams who are be loud in the dugout, and they end up coming up on top. You know, having that energy is very important to winning a baseball game. And the count is now 3-1 now.
Yeah,
Potatoes count for Davis.
A game with so much, momentum on the line. First walk.
And Davis takes a leadoff walk in just 5 pitches.
Like I said, a game where momentum is everything. You need your dugout loud, shifting the momentum. It's the little things, especially in a playoff game like this, that are very, very important.
And the winner of this team will go to Wright State to compete. Now batting for Princeton, the catcher, Wyatt Shaw.
Shaw has been maybe the best hitter in the entire GMC, up there with Braden Johnson. It's just incredible. You go down the list.
John Davis takes his lead at first.
Leading the entire GMC in home runs with 5. Top 5 in batting average. He's done it all. Stolen bases, doubles, triples, everything. You see him at the top.
I mean, yeah, when you can lead the GMC in home runs and also be up there and average, that ball is belted to center field. Isaac's giving chase, hits the warning track. Davis at third is going to be sent home. Davis going home. Shaw stuck in the middle, and Princeton will score an early run on the RBI double from Wyatt Shaw.
Yeah, you got Josh Davis. We just talked about his speed. He steals bases for a reason. The speed from him, you're not going to stop that.
Yeah, first to home on a double to the warning track in deep center. That ball had eyes on it, man. That was going. Just out.
Yeah, he just silenced the dugout for Lakota West.
I mean, and that's a big thing. It's important to get that first run. They already got 1 run, no outs, and they already have a man in scoring position too. Wyatt Shaw very aggressive with this secondary lead now.
Sanchez Gonzalez, also a very, very solid hitter for this team. Batting over 300 on the year. One of those top guys. Yeah, I'll switch it.
0-2 count now. Smith needs an out right here. Whether that be a strikeout or play in the field, it's important to get that first out.
I talked to Smith before the game. He feels good, but just got to make sure he keeps guys off bases. That was his goal, and so far Princeton's
fouled
the number on
the net. It's going to be important as this game goes on for as Smith gets out of this first inning, for him to just not let it affect him. Just to keep moving. Don't worry about the pitch count. Just get through each inning as fast as you can.
And honestly, there's one guy who could do it. It's Adrian Smith. A lot of composure and just the seniority that he has on this team.
That's what I was about to say. He's the senior. He's been here before. Hard hit ball to Holt. Fields it, looks it too. Fires first. LJ, good little scoop there on the bit of a bad throw from Holt, but LJ picks up the slack. But Wyatt Shaw will advance to third on
good
that
base running from him.
Little sacrifice ground out to move the runner up to third. 1 out now, but a man on third. So, I mean, if you hit that ball high and far enough out there, he's likely going to tag. Wyatt Shaw does have some speed.
So be curing up another very solid batter.
West infield playing in now. All of them are on the grass line.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be saying that all game for these Princeton hitters. This is an offense, first in batting average in the entire GMC, first in stolen bases. They do it all. Second in home runs just behind Lakota West, and second in runs behind Lakota West. So
high.
Really a team that they lean on this offense, and it really is the spark that gets the team going.
1-1 count now. Smith working with a man on third. Winds, fires, high. Smith has kind of lacked a bit of control here in this first inning, giving the Princeton hitters a lot of balls. And I mean, if you're a hitter, you're getting ahead early in the count. That's how that's how an offensive spark happens. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count now. Good pitch from Smith.
A strikeout here would be very, very convenient.
It'd go a long way.
To say the least, yeah.
And getting ahead in counts is how you get on base. I mean, swing and a miss. K.
Good to see.
Smith bounces back.
Center fielder number 5, Corey Bonner Jr.
And here's Corey Bonner Jr. now with 2 outs. Still a man on third. RBI opportunity. And in a playoff game like this, you want to take full advantage of any opportunity like this you get, no matter 2 outs or no outs.
Yeah, Junior, one of the best cleanup hitters in the GMC. Done a really good job of bringing them home.
Bonner now down 0-1, fouls it to the back of the net. Pitch 2 coming. Fires low and away. 1-1. So I think it's important if Adrian Smith wants to go deep into this game. It's still possible. He just needs to regain that control. And he needs to start throwing more strikes.
Going deep into this game is very important in the playoffs when, as a coach, you have to make tough decisions on who to play game in and game out, because you don't want to underestimate an opponent, but you want to save, your aces for a time when it's going to be needed against some of the top dogs in the state.
No, exactly. Bonner flies it foul and out of play. I mean, yeah, like I said, if you can get a starter to go as long as possible in this playoff game, it's going to go a long way. If you can have your best guys fresh for the best teams, you got a good chance of winning.
If you have to bring in, one of your top players to finish out, even if you win, you're setting yourself up in a bad position for the next game. You're playing a better opponent.
2-2 is away. Full count now for Smith. And I feel like he's just missing. He's not wild. He's not throwing it over his head, but he just can't really find the strike zone. So he should hone it in, get his bearings straight.
This is a huge pitch.
Payoff pitch coming. Fouled up and away and out of play. I mean, on this pitch right here, the runner on third will be breaking for home because there will be an outcome at this pitch no matter what. Smith takes his sign, comes set, takes a breath, winds and fires. Foul down the third base line. Bonner giving fight now, not going down, full count. Like I said, these are the moments that kind of make yourself a legend on the high school campus. You can drive in a run to give yourself a 2-0 lead against West. It's great.
West doesn't have a whole lot of experiences coming from behind, just with how dominant their season's been.
Bonner, foul ball. Giving chases Snow, but no avail at that play.
And Bonner is just continuing to make contact.
Swing and a miss. Smith strikes him out to end it. the bleeding has stopped at 1 run. West now looking to fight back when we come back. Welcome back, everyone, to Joe Nuxall Field. I am David Webster here with Nico Stellenwerk.
Almost got the Firebird field in there.
And Princeton tallies 1 early off of a Wyatt Shaw RBI double. Now, this powerful West offense looking to fight back. Bramble leading off. Fly ball to left field. And will be caught. You know, and that's a frustrating part of baseball. Kind of got solid contact on there, but
yeah,
right to him.
This is, both these offenses are just truly incredible. I mean, you look at, you know, the starting and you go down it, everyone has a chance to make a play. And now you have Cameron Gallus up at batting, one of the best contact hitters in the entire GMC.
Gallus takes the first pitch for a strike. Gallus missed a lot of the season with a wrist injury. And before that injury, he was top of the GMC in batting average and one of the best spark plug players. Yeah, still is.
Not quite as high as original start, but still doing
he
flying
was
high.
One of the best spark plug players on this West offense. Gallus skies one to right field.
That's
and that one is gone. Wow. Gallus answers back with a home run. Bang!
Second of the year. That's a way to respond, David. My goodness.
Stomps on the plate. That is great. I mean, this is playoff baseball right here.
Hey, that's what you want to see. What a way to respond after a, first inning. Might not have been expecting, and now you have the best hitter maybe in the entire GMC up. See how he can add to the downpour.
I mean, yeah, as I was saying with Wyatt Shaw and Princeton, Braden Johnson and Wyatt Shaw, both guys that can absolutely crush the ball. But
and Cameron Gallus.
But they hit for high average as well, so they have that contact ability. Johnson skies one foul to right field. It's going to be caught by the first baseman. Unfortunate there. Great play by that first baseman, though.
Third baseman number 21, Landon Holt.
Junior Veras Vasquez makes a great Foul catch, and now 2 outs. Here's Landon Holt. So, I mean, West, this first inning, swinging very early, not taking anything, really. And, I mean, they did tie the game up, but you want to have some longer at-bats if you want to run up that pitch count.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, they tied the game, so something's working.
Yeah. I'll never complain about a home run no matter how many pitches it was, but definitely the Brilliant Johnson, that's one you want to last a little longer.
Holt takes it outside. 1-1 now.
Holt's been one of the most consistent players on this offense, night in, night out. Just racking up the RBIs, the runs.
And Holt grounds it to the first
That's a nice
baseman,
fielding.
Vasquez, and he steps on it for 1. And that is it. West does tie the game off of a Cameron Gallus lefty-on-lefty home run. Princeton back up. We see you soon.
Number 7, junior.
Welcome back, everyone, to Joe Nuxall Field. I am David Webster, and here with Nico Stonework from Lakota West Student Broadcasting. And West is able to tie it off of a Cameron Gallus home run. Adrian Smith back on the bump, trying to make it a better inning than that first one. And the leading off hitter for Princeton is Junior Veras Vasquez, the first baseman.
Low first pitch for Smith. I want to see him get back on track in the second inning. I think that's huge for just the motion of the rest of the game. 2 low pitches to start them.
I mean, Smith hasn't been one of the regular West starters this season. And it's been more. And Veras Vasquez skied to left, just out of the reach of Jacob Snow, the left fielder. That'll bounce off the wall. And he makes a throw in from left. Lead off double.
That's a way to get your squad hyped.
But I mean, I think Coach Geschwin trusts Smith as the senior. He has been a good pitcher all year.
I mean, 25 innings down, pretty solid ERA, under 2.25, so very solid. I think you just would rather see maybe like one of your stars, but definitely, I mean, that's what nice thing about this West team is really anyone can pitch. Like, you have so many pitchers up and down. You don't have one guy that you need over the others. All of them can do it.
Yeah, and a lot of their pitchers are also position players. I mean, you got Campbell and LJ Green out there, both really good pitchers. I mean,
Smith as well.
Yeah. Well, Smith on the mound today.
Yeah, but
usually
can
at
also,
second.
yeah.
Fire. Called strike. 1-1 now. Kenneth Pope now. Runners in scoring position, looking to get that game untied.
Yeah, Smith talked about keeping them off the bases, and it's because they are the best base-stealing team in the league.
Hard hit ball to first, just past the glove of Green. Runner holds up at third. We got the corners taken now for Princeton. No outs. Man, this Princeton lineup, I mean, they're taking advantage of Smith is having a little bit of a control issue, letting them get ahead in the count, and they're taking full advantage of it, man.
Yeah.
They're putting bat to the ball, and it's working out for them. And now here's Grayson Wolf, the pitcher. Takes his lead at first. Called strike. 0-1. That's a good step for Smith. Get ahead in the count early. Take control. Smith. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Ball gets past Johnson. Or it was fouled. My apologies. 0-2 now for Smith. Gets his sign. Comes set. Takes a glance. Fires. Swing
Nice
and
pitch.
a miss. Smith strikes him out on the high heat. 1 out. The double play now is in the works. Double play would be great. I think Princeton is going to try to avoid it. They're trying to get a little bit of a hit and a run or just a straight stolen base.
I mean, a game like this, you definitely got to take what you can get. I think if I'm Princeton, probably go for a sacrifice fly or something of that sort. Yeah, you'll see it.
And sacrifice bunt. Smith fields it, looks him back, fires to first. And they do.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, no one came home, so
I mean, yeah, on that
you advance the second baseman, but outside of that, I don't hate that.
Yeah, not at all. 2 outs now. I mean, if you were going to try the suicide squeeze, you want to kind of go first base line.
Yeah.
So that third base isn't right there. But that was great for West. Kind of a win-win, honestly. They get the double play out of there, but also
Nice little trade-off.
West has 2 outs now. So, but now it is up to Josh Davis, who fearsome up there. Last at bat took a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's definitely not one of the guys you want up with 2 in scoring position, man.
Especially with his speed. I mean,
yeah. 0-1 now. Smith getting ahead early. I'm set. Fires. Foul in the net. 2 strikes now. Smith.
Haven't seen too much motion on the bases yet for Princeton. I'm sure, I imagine that's probably thrown off it a little bit for Adrian Smith. He has to watch all the bases, make sure no one's going.
I mean, they're kind of held up now. Got it with the man on third. You can't really go anywhere. But Smith now the 0-2. He can kind of play a bit of mind games here. Fires low. I mean, there's your 0-2 garbage pitch. Just kind of a throwaway. Maybe you can get him to swing. Maybe not.
Especially
but 1-2,
at high school level.
Yeah.
You can always get
1-2 now. You got to come back strong, and you got to come back with your better stuff. Especially against Josh Davis. Smith fires. Swing and a miss.
He is dealing, hyping up the crowd.
I love it. Smith always does that. Every strikeout gets hyped. The West bats back up.
Great pitches.
Trying to untie this game. We will see you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I'm David Webster here with Nico Stonework, and we are here at Joe Nuxall Field. And your Lakota West Firebirds are tied up with the Princeton Vikings. Leading off for Lakota West is Adrian Smith.
So the huge inning, tough strikeouts. Now has a chance to, like you said earlier, break the tie. Let the floodgates open for some runs.
Spits on that one. Up and in. 1-0 count now. I mean, both pitchers today, big load to put on their shoulders by the coach. I mean, you got to put a guy on the mound to start a second-round playoff game. You got to have some trust in him.
Yeah, and he's delivered so far. Kind of had the fluke earlier, but did well in the second inning. Staved off.
We'll see how the second inning goes for Wolf. 2-1 now. Smith awaits the 2-1. And hammered foul.
Look at the curve on that.
A little early on that one. That was a breaking ball. 2-2. Wolf comes set. Fires. And scorched.
Nice
the
catch.
Glove. Good handle by Davis at second. I mean, knocked it down, kept it in front of him, and fired it over. But still good contact by Smith. Now here's Zay Moss, two-sport athlete. And fouled high over the left field fence.
Moss, usually repping 11, pulled out the number one jersey for today.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize that.
It's like the Mandela effect.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I mean, Princeton brings out the lefty pitcher, so we're going to see some lefty on righty action today and see how the lefties do for West. Wolf fires the 1-1. Moss is going to take that for ball 2. 2-1. Mead, Moss, set. Pitcher also comes set. Fires the 2-1. Taken for a ball. Haters count now for Zay Moss. I mean, we've seen Moss, if he can get on base, he is a threat to run, man. He has some wheels.
You could tell he loves it. I think that's probably his favorite phase of baseball, just how you watch him play.
And there it is. You do not want to give Zay Moss a free pass on the base paths.
I mean, we see him every time he gets on base. He is
antsy,
making the pitcher watch him.
I mean, he looks like a kid that the ice cream truck is pulling down the street, and he can't wait.
He's waiting.
But, I mean, we've seen him been thrown out a few times when we've been broadcasting, so we've got to see if he has some discipline today and is able to get in.
Steals a lot.
OJ Green, foul.
Doesn't always work out, but just the fact that he loves to go is enough to make the pitcher, just worry a little bit.
Jay Green takes it. Green has been a very solid pitcher this year for West. Not as strong as a hitter, but hey, it's playoffs, so this is where you make your mark.
And his fielding has made up for it for sure. He's one of the strongest first basemen.
And they get the play at second. And a little bit of a confusion there.
I think he thought the inning was over.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. It was only one out.
Yeah, I was a little confused on myself. Only one out. He got really hyped for that out.
Yeah.
Anyways.
A little too excited.
LJ Green hits a fielder's choice. Gets on base. Him and Zay Moss trade places. And Campbell, hard ground ball to third base. Needs a good throw. Bang, bang, play. Princeton sits down West pretty quietly. Princeton back up to bat when we see you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I am David Webster here with Nico Stonework, and we are at Joe Nuxall Field, and we bring you Firebirds baseball. Princeton up to bat now. Tie game still. Each team scoring 1 run in each of their respective first innings. Now here in the third, Wyatt Shaw leads it off for Princeton. Wyatt Shaw hit that RBI double to the center field fence, scoring Josh Davis. So no runners on now, but hey, a leadoff double or any type of on base would go a long way here.
Look at this fuzz, man. You can even see on the camera. It looks like, it looks like it's snowing, almost. I mean, imagine
nuclear fallout snow.
I wonder if maybe anyone in the outfield has seen that. Maybe the ball will get lost in it. Can't tell
Johnson
which
holds it there for the frame, but no avail.
Which white object in the sky. Fuzz or
we talk about the sky a lot here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting, whether it be birds, fuzz, rain.
Not snow yet, but it's Ohio.
Shaw skies one to right field. Ooh, a little bit of a collision there at first base. But
I think the coach wanted some interference, but
Green and Shaw having a little bit of a chat. Leadoff hit.
That's bound to happen for Shaw. He's a guy who's, just like Braden Johnson, is a contact hitter as well as leading the entire GMC in home runs.
The best of both worlds, man.
Yeah.
Adrian Smith coming set, glances, fires, bunt. Smith gets it, bare hand. Boom! What a play by Smith. And Shaw is caught, but he's going to get back to second. Man, what a great play by Smith. And there's the infielder in him.
Yeah,
the bare hand grab, back step throw, bullet to LJ Green. On pace, what a great throw. That was right at his chin.
Princeton's, they're doing a lot. They're not going very aggressive so far. They've already, I think that's like their second or third bunt already.
I think Princeton's doing a great job of taking what they're given,
Yeah.
They're not trying to go, they're not swinging for the fences. They're getting on base, and they're making it work, man.
A lot of patience so far.
Especially in a tie game.
Yeah.
You gotta take what you're given, and you gotta use it. Play the hand you're dealt. Shaw now on second, 1 out. Carson Curran up. 1-1 now.
And the top of the lineup for this Princeton team is just so dangerous. If you're Adrian Smith, you get through a couple of these guys, you think maybe you're getting to some easier batters. No, it stays that way for a while until you get towards the bottom of the lineup. But the top is just so nasty and hard to deal with for a pitcher.
Yeah, that's the same for West, too. West just has a very dangerous top of the lineup. And not that the bottom is any worse. It's just the top is just so powerful, so electric. Swings. He went.
Awkward swing.
2-2. Man, and that's kind of one of the things you might not think about having a guy like Smith on the mound is that he can field.
Yeah.
So he can make those tough plays.
They better be careful sending any bunts his way.
West dugout getting into it. Love to see it. 2-2 now. Taken high, full. Personally, I'd like to see the West dugout get a little bit more active.
Yeah.
How the Princeton, they got bells clapping. They have people yelling. West dugout's a little bit solitary out there.
It's kind of hard to tell just looking at the fans. Both teams are red. That's their main color, so
yeah,
it's been a little confusing. I hear chants. Never know who's
full count. Swing and a miss. Smith gets him. 2 outs now.
That was a frustrating one for Carson Curran.
I believe that's 4 strikeouts now.
Yeah, he's dealing for sure. That's his specialty. Only 25 innings pitched, but just 2 now leads the team in strikeouts over guys like Tucker Wilburn, who has 10 more innings pitched. So that's his specialty. He throws heat. He gets the strikeouts he needs.
Smith. Called strike. That's right at the chest. Great. That paints the black right there. 0-1.
Bonner Jr. over 350 batting average, and he is 5th in the lineup. It's just incredible.
Just high. Maybe a call in the favor of the batter Bonner. 1-1 now.
Really like this field setup. The trees, the backdrop.
Fuzz.
The fuzz. feels like old-timey area.
Bonner, high fly ball to left field. Snow makes a bit of a dive for it, but
He gets a clap from the dugout just for the attempt.
Hey, you got to love the high-intensity Dennis Rodman-esque effort right there. This pitcher Smith's going to give Snow some time to get some energy back after that one.
He sent it. That's your job as a left fielder. Full send.
I don't know what he just threw.
Yeah, I saw that too. Thought it was the ball, but it was black, so definitely not a baseball.
1-2 now. Bonner down in the count against a strikeout guy like Smith. You got to be disciplined.
Mentioned the breaking ball, and I talked to him before the game. Going to be a big part of his game tonight.
Princeton dugout getting loud, trying to knock Smith off his game. Will it work? Fires. Hard ground ball.
Wow,
Smith,
there's
jumping
the fielding.
catch. And Smith making 2 great defensive plays this inning. Sits down Princeton. West offense back up when we see you.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I am David Webster here with Nico Stonework, and we are at Joe Nuxall Field, and we bring you Firebirds baseball. Tie game still.
Great game.
Adrian Smith makes 2 great defensive plays at the pitcher position. Power bottom hitter Parker Isaacs now up to bat, trying to lead it off for West. What's that? Hey, the West dugout's getting in it now.
They got anything out here. Yeah, Parker Isaacs, youngest guy on the team, only sophomore, no freshman. I talked to you about that earlier. Big difference between these two teams is, Princeton has a lot of youth, a few freshmen.
Parker Isaacs hits a ball through the infield.
And that's the youth you want to see.
And Isaacs running hard, takes a turn at first, but will be looked back.
I'll tell you what, if you're a coach, you want to see those kinds of things because you got to plan for next year. This year's been great, but a lot of these seniors will be gone, maybe playing in college, and you're going to need someone to replace him, and that's a lot of that's going to be up to Parker
Isaacs. You look at this
Isaacs.
West team and this Princeton team. West, both teams super talented all the way through, but this West team, kind of the last ride.
Yeah, a lot of seniority.
And this Princeton team, though, younger, and, they're only going to get better.
Yeah.
Bramble lays a bunt down the first base line. Isaacs will make it to second, but he will be thrown out.
Not a bad start Guy on second in scoring positioning as well. Just one out.
That's one of
Good
those
work with
things.
that.
Bramble was probably given a sign by Coach G
Yeah.
to bunt. Obviously, you don't want to bunt, but hey, in a game like this, you need to score any run you can. So with Gallus coming up, home run back in the first, you want him in the RBI opportunity.
You love to see streaks like this. You know, I mean, 2 home runs in a game. Dare I say it, impossible, David.
I don't know. Will he reach that pinnacle? Oh, and Wolf's going to step off, step back on. Yeah, he fixed a little divot in the mound. Going to come set, takes his sign, looks at the runner Isaacs. Isaac toying around him. Gallus, hard hit ball to right field. Going to go foul. That ball was smoked. Just foul, man. That one didn't necessarily have the distance to go out, but that ball was crushed.
Yeah. You can tell he's swinging for the fences after that
Feeling
first one.
himself today, back in the box.
He knew. He liked how that felt. He wants to do it again. Ooh.
Little foul tip. And you see Gauss's approach right now is he's in the back of the box. Gives the pitch a bit more time to develop, so kind of believes in his eye here. Typically a more conservative stance is when you're in the back of the box, and he's kind of crowding the plate a bit as well.
Ty gets on base.
Comes set, and that one's taken for a ball. 1-2 count now, fighting back after going down 0-2 pretty early.
Just got to make contact.
Got some action in the bullpen for West. I believe that's Campbell out there.
If you can call it a bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bullpen. It's not close, but it is a bullpen. Colson, fire away, 2-2 count now. Wolf's pretty concerned with that runner on second. Isaacs, I mean, Isaac does have some speed, and he is kind of bouncing around out there, so.
Just 1 stolen base on the year, though. Yeah, looking to make it 2, maybe.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you want to be vigilant. You do not want to let him get to third on a pass ball or a stolen base. Gallus, 2-2 is taken for a ball. Goes from 0-2 to 3-2.
That's patience right there.
Exactly. Making the pitcher pitch to him right there.
Smart batting.
The lefty takes his steps off. Isaacs will retreat back to the base. I mean, I think Isaacs is really in his head right now. He takes a long look at him before every pitch. He just stepped off. I mean, Isaacs is doing a good job as a base runner to get in that pitcher's head.
Chilling there with his helmet off.
Yeah. Letting it breathe.
Dugout right now. You know, sometimes they have, like, specific chants. Right now, I'm just hearing a lot of yelling.
From the Princeton
a lot of
dugout or
noise. West dugout. Just creating noise, being that student section. And look at the communication that's being caused from Parker Isaacs, just stepping off the base, talking to the second baseman, the catcher, everyone.
Yeah, where's the pitch clock? Lefty will step back on the mound after a brief intermission. Gonna take his sign. Take it a minute. Doesn't like it.
One
Takes
more
a
look.
long glance at Isaacs. Fires the full count. Swing and a miss.
Hey, it paid off.
And the Princeton crowd loves that. 2 outs now. Sits down Gallus. But here's BJ Braden Johnson up to bat now. And this is a guy who loves these big moments. But honestly, one of he's his own harshest critic. So he loves to come through in these moments.
Yeah. And honestly, you talk about the big moments.
That one's down in the dirt, kept in front of it by the catcher.
All the time he spent on the football field in the last couple seasons on VAR, flying high, going as far as I think it was the regional finals. That makes it so he's ready for these moments. Just as a junior, he knows exactly how to act, even though the baseball team hasn't quite.
And Isaac's little hand
he
motion.
keeps telling. I saw last at bat. I don't know if he was letting him know. Turn around, throw the pitch. Let's get on.
Isaac's pretty confident. Don't want to get caught lacking though, because then you look silly. You can be super confident and braggy, but if you look silly, not a great look. Fires. Johnson, high fly ball, left field, giving chase. Flashes the leather on the running grab. Great play by the left fielder, Perry Miller. Man, Great play. West goes down. Still a tie game now. Princeton back up. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I am David Webster here with Nico Stonework. And again, we are at Joe Nuxall Field here in Fairfield off of Nillis Road. And Princeton is up to bat now. I mean, ever since that first inning, both offenses, not much.
Yeah. I think it's honestly been more the defenses that have stepped up and, shaken off the rust, whatever it might be.
The early woes.
Yeah.
Called for a strike. Good pitch by Smith. Touches the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Junior Veras Vasquez batting now.
He was fixing his pants before that even crossed the plate. He was not going to swing on it.
Yeah, that's what you call spitting on it. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch.
1-2 count now. Smith. I mean, I feel like we've seen this from a lot of West pitchers this year. Is they'll have a shaking inning and they'll come back and they'll look better than they have the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
And like I said, all these pitchers very, very capable. You have no one that's a liability on the defense.
Veras Vasquez skies one shallow right. Campbell, we'll call it, but he will be called off by Gallus. Bit of a miscommunication there, but still made the out by Gallus. Great. 1 out now.
Nice start.
There's Kenneth Pope now up to bat. Quick 1 out here for Princeton. Inning not over. They're going to need some spark here. 1-1 game. You don't want it to come down to the end. I mean, West is technically the home team, batting in the bottom of the frame. So you really don't want to leave it up to West because they have had a few walk-off wins this year that we've broadcasted.
Yeah.
So
Kenny Pope, very impressive guy on the team. Just a freshman batting over 340. He's really inserted himself in this lineup and has stayed in it. One of the top freshmen.
Ball skied to right field. Right at Gallus, though. 2 outs now. Smith in a groove. I mean, flow state.
Him and Gallus, the two-man, getting the job done.
Smith comes set pretty early. Fires. Dribbled down left field. Oh, and the coach almost falls over the fence trying to get the ball.
Notice Smith kind of going a lot quicker on these releases in this inning, trying to get through it a little faster.
Trying to messing with the timing of the Princeton hitters. Johnson tries the frame, no avail, 1-1.
I think it's been working. I mean, 2 outs already.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. 2 outs. Smith looking to get that 5th strikeout.
Strikeout machine.
Exactly. Mowing him down. Smith Strike
Got
three! Backwards K. Smith sits him down. Gets the West Bats back up there. We will see you soon. Welcome back, everyone, after a brief intermission here. I'm David Webster with Nico Stonework. As you can see,
Take a look at the bracket. This is an interesting year for Lakota West. They kind of got pushed away from, who they'd normally be playing. Usually they'd be going up against other Southwest teams, but if they win tonight versus Princeton or whoever it is, the winner tonight is going to go up, and I think it's the Central team. So those Columbus teams, they'll play the winner of Olentangy Liberty and Dublin Jerome. So just kind of an interesting way it's gone compared to normal.
I mean, yeah.
You think normally in these situations we'd be going against the winner of like Moeller or Little Miami, but instead we're going up against some Columbus teams, which is not something you're used to doing in some of these first rounds.
I mean, that's kind of an interesting thing for the fans. I mean, seeing teams that they may have not seen before. And I mean, I think that comes down. West lost a couple crucial games in the back half of the season, which led them to have the 3 seed. They had a chance to win the GMC, but they kind of lost a few crucial games. But doesn't really mean anything. They're still a great team, and they're still very capable of making a deep run.
And you want to be dominant in your conference, take down those GMC teams, but at a certain point you want to play some out-of-conference teams just to, get some, practice in that element of the game.
Here's Holt now, the third baseman. I mean, typically we're used to seeing these West batters. I mean, we see they bat 4 or 5 times a game, but been a pretty slow game. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 type innings.
Hey, you want to talk about 4 or 5 times a game? Tuesday night, that was a rough one. 26-0 versus Middletown.
And
oh my!
Holt skies one to left off the handle, handled easily by the left fielder. That is Perry Miller making a lazy grab. And here's Smith now up to bat. Mead Moss in the on-deck circle.
In that Middletown game, 7 different players had multi-hit games. 12 players got hits. Holt and Smith combined for 10 RBIs. It's just a dominant game.
Fly ball out to center, high, and handled pretty easily by the center fielder, Corey Bonner. West down 2 pretty quickly. Mead Moss rocking the multicolored cleats. He's always been a fashion type guy.
You always see him wearing his basketball merch pregame. 2 favorite sports.
Yeah, no, he's very, very proud 2-sport athlete. Mead Moss now takes ball 1. Wolf coming set, fires the 1-0, taken for a ball inside at the knees. 2-0. And Mead Moss 2-0. Down in the dirt.
Moss
3-0.
actually just committed to Defiance College to play some basketball. Didn't choose baseball as his route, but doesn't mean he couldn't have. He's a very, very solid player. Got on base earlier, looking to do it again.
And he's going to take that. Didn't even really give it a look. Maybe questioning that call, but all good. Hitters count 3-1. Here's Mead Moss, 3-1. And he's going to take another free pass. Man, I mean, like I said, Moss not the guy you want to give a free pass to, but he'll take it. Here's LJ Green. As I said earlier, not been one of the best hitters for West, but they really need a big hitter here. So LJ Green looking to deliver.
Green, one of the few lefties on this team. Very important in that role.
Ooh. Had to duck out of the way of that one. 1-0 count now.
He's so tall. He's the center for the Lakota West basketball team, and his frame it's kind of hard to miss him, maybe for the pitcher.
Oh, gets away from him into the backstop, and Moss will claim second on the wild pitch. There it is. I mean, 2 outs, man on first, goes to 2 outs, man in scoring position. I mean, even a single is going to score Moss. I mean, he's fast. He can get there. And it's going to appear Veras Vasquez and Shaw, the catcher, going to have a bit of a talk with Wolf. Doesn't look very serious, very lighthearted. It's a bit of a strategy, you know.
Might have just got away from him on a couple pitches.
Yeah, a bit of a break, give him a second to breathe.
Yeah. Let him know it's going to be okay.
I mean, yeah, 2-0. LJ Green squaring up to take the 2-0. Wolf getting his sign, looks at Moss on second. They're playing behind him. In the dirt almost. 3-0. LJ Green, another back-to-back 3-0 counts now for Wolf. I mean, obviously a 3-0 count isn't if you can come back from it, but running your pitch count up, and it's hard to get a guy out when you get in 3-0. You got to kind of becomes his count to get out.
Yeah. Probably doesn't even have to swing at it.
Wolf and takes it 3-1.
I think he knows he probably could have swung at that one.
Yeah, it was a bit on the outside edge, but there's definitely a hittable pitcher. 3-1, hitters count. LJ Green, man on second. They're kind of messing with Moss. He doesn't really seem too phased. Takes it low, free pass.
So there you go. He went from a guy on first with 2 outs. Man on first and second, 2 outs.
Both those at-bats went the same. I mean, got 3-0, took pitch 4 for a strike, and then free pass. Keegan Campbell, 2 men on.
One of the home run hitters on this squad.
I mean, small frame, but big power. Campbell, dribbler, missed by the third baseman. No.
Oh!
And he misses the base. Moss slide. And Moss is going to be tagged out. Wow, what a crazy sequence. That was interesting. Moss overruns third base. The shortstop, Sanchez Gonzalez, misses the base, and Moss is forced to go home. Wow. Princeton back up when we see you next. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I am David Webster here with Nico Stonework, and as we're coming back to Firebird, Joe Nuxall Field, quick first pitch out.
When you get in the rhythm of things, it's a little hard to stop.
I've said Firebird Field a million times. And quick first pitch out.
That's a
Bramble,
good start.
bang, bang play at first. Smith now top of the order. Josh Davis up. Talked about this guy a lot. And
We'll continue to talk about him.
Huh?
I said we'll continue to talk about him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he is a guy to talk about.
And that's a good look from Noah Bramble. Leads the league, or excuse me, the conference in errors, but good fielding right there from him.
And Josh Davis is a junior, so plenty of room for improvement next year.
Honestly, not much for him to improve on with how good he's been, but always room for improvement.
Man, that was a fantastic pitch. Davis got thrown a bone by the umpire. So, I mean, and this is one of those moments as a coach. I mean, if you don't get the call and then Davis gets on base, I mean, that's a really bad thing that can happen. That's where coaches get very frustrated with the officials. So, see if Smith can just kind of not let that phase him and get the out anyway. And that's one of the best feelings when you can get a guy out after you were kind of shorted a call. And in the dirt.
I'm not sure Coach Gushwin's a guy who's going to get upset and start yelling at an umpire. So
no,
I think you're in the clear
he's not
with
the
him.
hothead type.
Yeah.
I mean, he can get a little angry, but I don't think he's that unofficial. He's pretty cordial guy.
One of the best gym teachers in the district in Ohio.
Yes. Very, very enthusiastic weight training teacher. You know, just loves physical fitness.
Yeah. Taught me a lot. 9th grade at the freshman building.
2-2 now. Smith fires away. Hard line drive to right field. Gallus tracks it and snags it.
And Gallus he's been so calm out there. Just catching everything right now.
It was a hard hit ball, but hey.
And
here's Wyatt Shaw, 2 for 2 on the day. Single and a double, that being an RBI double.
You got to expect that from a guy like Wyatt Shaw. Really, I mean, talked about it enough. He's one of the best hitters in the GMC, and they just had 2 outs, and they have to have a meeting because of how good he is.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, when you go, taking away what he's done this season, he's 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI double.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be cautious, but you still got to pitch to him. You don't want to just give this guy a free base. I mean, in a game like this, tie game, playoff game, you got to go for the out. You got to be fierce. You know, the team with the bigger grit is going to win this game.
I mean, you see the score, 1-1.
And
the last time we had a game like this, it was Princeton who had more grit. They won late in the game. They had, I think, a couple. The pitching went a while, and then
they strung some hits together, got
Princeton
some runs
pulled
in.
through.
West was not able to bounce back. Ooh. That was a great pitch by Smith, this umpire. Oh, and Coach G is getting a little angry. Wow. Man. We were just saying Coach G doesn't seem like the type to get emotional, but
I think you just want to talk to Smith, make sure. But definitely very urgent. Insane sense of urgency for him.
Seems getting pretty bad with Smith there. I don't know.
Was Smith getting mad? I couldn't see, but I don't know if he was going to calm him down, give him some advice.
I think Smith might have been making a bit of some faces, raising his arms with the umpire, and Coach G wants to knock that off right now. I don't know, but Coach G seemed pretty mad. I mean, that's as mad as I've seen him this year. So,
I saw him flying out there. I was like a little worried about what he's about to do.
Playoff game brings out, ooh. Smith throws a laser for ball 3. Man. 3-0 now. Should be 2-1. It's okay. And ball 4. Or not, that's the strike. Okay. 3-1.
Maybe making up for the
I guess so.
previous call.
3-1 to Wyatt Shaw. Very disciplined and very good. Fires.
There you go. Fighting back. Full count.
Full count.
This is a huge at-bat.
Smith, long at bat here. Coming set, taking the sign. Full count, 2 outs, big moment. Smith winds, fires the payoff.
Oh,
and
my.
that ball is lined to left center. Under it is Snow. Makes the grab.
There you go.
Fantastic
That one
track
scared
job
me,
by Snow. That ball was belted with Snow. Able to get it. Wow. What a strong inning from Smith. Able to persevere through the missed calls. Love to see it. West offense back up when we see you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I am David Webster here with Nico Stonework, and we are at Joe Nuxall Field to bring you Lakota West Firebird baseball against the Princeton Vikings. Tie game here, 1-1 in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, Parker Isaacs, this is a huge inning if you're the Firebirds. You have Parker Isaacs, who's already 1 of 1 on the day, and then the top of your lineup. If there's a time in the top of the fifth when you can get some runs on the board, it's now.
I mean, and first pitch, swing and a miss. Isaacs, I mean, this is the time and the place for something big to happen. I mean, either of these teams, really, you want to be the one to break the tie, to force the other team to make the play, you know? So for West to get ahead here, and Isaacs goes down 0-2 pretty quickly.
Opposite of what you're saying.
Yeah, no. I mean, Isaac's a good contact hitter, though. He can still get on base here. Isaacs, hard hit ball, right up the middle.
Drive.
2 for 2, 2 singles. Isaacs doing his job there. I mean,
this might be the best game of the year for him, coming in clutch when you need it.
I mean, yeah, when you're a guy at the bottom of the lineup like Isaacs, your job is to get on base, and he's done that perfectly today.
So now you have the top, Noah Bramble, Cameron Gallows just hit a home run, Braden Johnson, we know what he can do, Landon Holt, all these guys. This is huge.
Bramble last time sacrificed bunt to advance a runner. Let's see what's in the cards for this at bat. Takes it high. I don't know. I don't know what coach he's going to call here. He's going to call the sacrifice. Last time it didn't really work. And he's going to let Bramble just do what he wants to do, hit the ball. Bramble now.
That's when he does best.
Hard
there you
hit
go.
Ball. That's going to drop. Isaacs will stay at second. And back-to-back singles for Lakota West.
There you go, and guess who was up? Cameron Gallus, the home run hitter.
Storm is
2 on the year
here, and the Princeton infield and the head coach, for that matter, are going to take a bit of a conference with the pitcher, Grayson Wolf. Will this be the end of his days? We will be back after a brief intermission. All right, we are back after a brief intermission. Princeton going to change pitchers. Now pitching is Junior Vasquez, and we're going to pardon me, my mistake. Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez. We'll see who replaces him on shortstop. I think it was, Josh Davis is now out there on shortstop. And the second baseman, I believe, is Carson Curran. And the pitcher,
sending everyone around.
Grayson Wolf is now on first. Pitch taken for a strike, and his hat is now fallen off during warm-ups and during the game. You get a bit bigger hat.
Sanchez Gonzalez, he's pitched against West earlier this year, allowed 2 earned runs, and I just got to hope he doesn't do that today.
Gallus, hard hit ball! Beats the third baseman. That was a hard hit ball, man.
That's a hard one to field.
Boom. And that's one of those ones in baseball. If you smoke a ball, hot corner.
And guess who's up? The one who hit the grand slam earlier in the season. He can do it again now.
I mean,
he's had a quiet game so far, 0 of 2. 2 foul tips, so this is...
I wonder if that'll be scored a base hit or if it'll just be an error on the third baseman. But
I mean, that's a hard one to catch.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball.
Yeah.
Veras Vasquez couldn't really do much. He got in front of it, but ate him up. BJ,
he's swinging hard.
Swing and a miss. He wants it. I mean, at the very least, he wants an RBI here, but he wants to send that ball.
Hey, step one of hitting it. He's got to want it, and he definitely wants it.
Hit it off that red roof out in center. Take someone's head off.
Hopefully it doesn't hit my truck.
And that one high, 1-1. I'm really hoping those people out in center take cover. Don't want any lawsuits out here. Johnson
That's the last thing
awaits.
anyone needs.
So Gonzalez fires. Johnson.
Oh, my.
Ball sky to left field. And will be caught on the warning track.
That'll bring Isaacs home.
All runners will tag. All runners are safe. Isaacs sides in the home. BJ, sacrifice fly, RBI. And we are no longer tied, 2-1. Only one out as well, and Landon Holt's up with 2 men in scoring position. Both men fully capable of running. I mean, Gallus on second can run. A good single put in a good spot here. We'll score both, and that will go a long way here for West.
I mean, I told you at the beginning, you have a tired pitcher near top of the lineup. There's no better time than now to score, and that's exactly what they did.
In the dirt. 1-0 now. I mean, Sanchez Gonzalez not been one of the stronger pitchers for Princeton. And interesting choice to put him out here in this big moment. I mean, he can recover here. Only giving up 1 run so far, but 2 outs to go here for West. Oh.
And I think that's
the catcher's chest.
I can't quite tell the distance. I think is that Campbell. Yeah, I think it is Campbell warming up.
Yes.
In that bullpen, so you might see him next inning.
And I think that's Chandler Wright out there as well, not warming up, but out there.
Standing watch.
Yeah, warming up with the Andrew Newman. Love that guy.
In my chemistry class last year, very chill dude.
And ball 2, 2-1 count now. Holt.
Big at bat. You can go conservative, just bring someone home or try to get a base hit.
You got to put it into play here.
Yeah.
The force out is out of the question, so you got to put it in play. And Holt does that, puts it in play, steps on first, but Bramble will score. And 2 outs now, but back-to-back sacrifice RBIs for Lakota West. 3-1.
If Grayson Wolf stepped on that plate or on that base before, might have been able to get Bramble, but still a great at-bat for Johnson and Holt. You bring 2 home, and now you have a 2-run lead late in this game.
Adrian Smith up to bat now.
One more
third.
Would do wonders.
In order to get this run across the plate, you need a hit. The sacrifice is no longer available. So Smith's either going to get walked here or he's going to get a hit. That's the only way the inning can continue.
And if he gets a hit and the game ends 4-1, how poetic would it
Smith,
be?
hard hit to shortstop. Davis fields, fires to Wolf, and steps on the base. Had a bit of trouble there finding the base, but he got it. West tallies 2 runs on 2 sacrifice hits. Princeton trying to answer back when we're back on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I'm David Webster, here with my partner in crime, Nico Stonework. Princeton is back up on offense after West tallies 2 runs, and there's a pitching change for West. Keegan Campbell now on the mound. Replacing him at second is the former pitcher, Adrian Smith.
Campbell, I mean, one of the best closers in the league, in the conference. 19 innings pitched, second best ERA in the entire GMC. Under 1 ERA, does it all. He throws heat. You're about to see what he does next couple innings. I like the decision. You don't want to wait till Smith has dug himself too deep, to get himself out, and now you just get to start the inning with Campbell at the helm. Especially, maybe some frustration from Smith after that last inning.
Smith going to the dugout, getting a different glove. I think maybe a preference or maybe a forced by the umpire. I don't know. But regardless, I agree with you saying. I think it is smart to get Campbell out there just to start the inning, opposed to Smith getting in a jam and then Keegan's got to navigate his way out of that. It's his game now.
I'm going to be honest. I felt a little worried after that first inning for Adrian Smith, but he kept it together. Very, very solid 5 innings. Now you got the cleanup from Campbell to bring us home, and this is it.
I mean, yeah, Smith did give up a handful of hits, but they only amounted to 1 earned run. So
held him at
really
bay.
No problem there. The ERA really stays unscathed. And Campbell now, first batter he faces is going to be the pitcher, Sanchez Gonzalez. Takes ball 1.
Campbell, a guy who can throw the heat. He throws those high-speed balls, but it's also very smart on when he decides to do it.
Ball 2, taken low. And Sanchez Gonzalez up 2-0. Oh, strike 2-1. Campbell fires back. Yeah, Campbell definitely, that's kind of his main tool here. Obviously, he does have good off-speed stuff, but that heat that he has is hard to handle. And bit of another questionable call. 3-1. Fires, taken for a ball. Man, he's really hyped about that walk.
I don't think I've ever seen someone so excited for a walk in my life.
This guy's pimping just about everything. He pimped a tag out at second.
Hey, that for a team, that's what you need. A lot of energy.
He's like a team manager, but he actually plays in the team.
Yeah,
he
does a good job.
Brings the energy.
And respect to Princeton's dugout after a rough inning. They have not gone quiet. I think they've gotten louder.
Exactly. I mean, if you can keep the morale up in the dugout, everybody's feeling good, and when you feel good, you play good.
You see it. I noticed it all year. This team, they've slowly, West that is, have just gotten more and more energy and excitement coming from the dugout. Beginning of the year, I mean, I'll be honest, it was a little quiet, but they've really developed. They've gotten much better. And you hear them every time.
And Campbell fires down and away, 1-0. Yeah, Campbell just lacking a bit of control here. Needs to find that. And that one, I mean, that's been a problem here for Campbell this season is, listen, we've broadcasted, is his control has kind of been lacking. He's able to manufacture outs, but he can throw the strikes, but he's kind of had a problem with that. He gets himself behind in the count, and then he's got to get hittable pitches up, and he can't do that. 3-0 count now. He needs to fight back. And leans in for the bunt, but taken down the middle for a strike.
This is not a team you want to let them get on base. You don't want to let too many guys. They lead the entire GMC in stolen bases, over 100. But full count, worked his way back in.
Full count now, payoff. Swing and a miss. Campbell gets him 3-0 and fights right back for the K. 1 out, and the double play now would go a gigantic mile for West. And they can get this double play, that would really quiet.
This is a huge at-bat. Season on the line.
And Johnson's going to have a bit of a consultation with Campbell.
Guess that's a good sign for a freshman causing headaches already.
Maybe it's not specifically tailored to Pope. Maybe it's just in general a bit of a.
He can believe it.
Yeah, a bit of a talk.
He can think what he wants.
Pope, big moment here for the freshman. Called strike. 0-1 now. Campbell coming, set. Doesn't even look at the runner. Hard hit ball to the shortstop.
Good
Campbell.
fielding.
Good. Gets the force at third. Princeton set down after 2 walks by Campbell. The West offense is back up. Looking for some run support for the pitcher Campbell when we're back. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I am David Webster here with Nico Stonework. And we are at Joe Nuxall Field, and your Firebirds are up to bat, leading 3-1 now, looking to add some more run support for their pitcher, Keegan Campbell. Here's Meade Moss, now the DH. Today he is 0 for 0 with 2 walks. So, I mean, he can get a hit here. He's now 1 for 1. That batting average will take a big bump.
done a
And
good
out
job.
slow for pitch 1-0 now.
Good looks.
And there's
from
the
the
hat
plate.
falling off again.
I mean,
Him and that Middletown pitcher have a lot in common.
Something.
Sanchez Gonzalez. That one's away. 2-0 to Meade Moss.
I don't know what it is with Zay Moss today. They do not want to throw anything for him to hit.
I mean, and it's funny because you don't want to get him on base at all, period.
Yeah.
And 3-0 now.
I mean, he's the last. Yeah. You don't want to see him on base. And I don't know why they chose him to walk maybe 3 times now.
The chosen one. LeBron reference. And Sanchez Gonzalez fires, and that is a strike. 3-1 hitters count.
Thanks for letting us know with the references too.
I mean, you got to reference him. Fires the 3-1. That one's low.
I mean,
3 at bats, 3 free passes
closed
for
his
Meade
eyes.
Moss. I mean, obviously you got to have some discipline to get a walk, but his walks have been relatively routine.
It seems like they've almost been on purpose. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the fear is. He's a very good hitter, but it's not like he's having some crazy, just steroid out season.
I mean, you see, they've shown no fear to Bramble, Gallus, any of these other guys, but Meade Moss, they're just, they'll play around.
It's probably the aura.
It could be the aura, David. Could be the aura.
1-0 count now. Sanchez Gonzalez looks over at Meade Moss. Fires. Line drive out to center.
That's a deep one.
And that one will be caught on the warning track. That ball was hit a long way, but just not enough. Maybe got a bit under it on there. Dropped the shoulder just a bit. And here is, I mean, he's got a lot of it, but not enough. And here's Campbell now up to bat.
Continue to hit. It's a pretty solid inning of pitching.
And on deck, you got Isaacs, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Like I said, playing the spark plug role very well. Campbell fouls it over the right field line. Out of play. And Sanchez Gonzalez working with Meade Moss on first. Moss not taking too big of a lead. See if that changes here. 0-1 in the dirt.
It's
1-1 now. Moss jogs back to first.
With how much Moss likes to steal, maybe they're hoping to catch him off guard, ready for the steal and get him out just with how much he goes. Might be the
First
strategy.
baseman Wolf holding them on. Sanchez Gonzalez set, fires, hard hit ball down the right field line. Almost nails the first base coach, but gets out of the way. 1-2 now. That's the count.
Maybe he made him run at practice how to get his revenge.
Running poles is no fun, I'll tell you what. And picks over, and he's in without a sweat. I mean, he just takes a step over. I don't know if that was a very strategic pick opportunity. I mean, he was close to the base, but maybe getting in the head of Meade Moss, letting him know he knows he's there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty fast pickoff move as well. Got it there very quick, but
Good vision.
Meade Moss was already pretty close to the base. 2-2 now.
Nearing that bottom of the lineup. Don't want to double play here. That's the last thing you need. Princeton needs to get out of this quick, though, if they want even a chance at coming back.
Sanchez Gonzalez fires, and Campbell's going to sky it to left field, giving chase. Left fielder Moss going to have to hustle back to first, and he'll make it. Moss today showing a bit of a base running, just
Yeah, it looked like he thought it was going to fall. He looked pretty committed to running until it was caught.
I mean, yeah, Moss has been kind of a liability today on the base pass. I mean, overran third base earlier and got thrown out at home, and now almost got thrown out on a fly ball. I mean, it was a great play. It was kind of leading him, but now Isaac's up 2 for 2, looking for that third hit. Fires up and away. 1-0. Like I said, Isaac's just playing his role very well. I mean, spark plug guy, getting on base, and starting something for his team.
I mean, he's going to be part of the reason they won that 5th inning rally of 2 runs. It started with him.
And called strike. And he has an important role, you know, as the 9th hitter. He's kind of the gatekeeper to the top of the lineup. So you want to turn it over, and that's what he does well. Isaac's now.
It'd be huge to see that here and get Bramble some action.
Sanchez Gonzalez, the 1-1, fires and dribbled backstop. 1-2 now. Hat falls off again. Get him like a skull cap or something. That's a skull wrap.
I see the third baseman maybe checking out his hat, making sure it's not in the air.
Bit of a wardrobe malfunction for this Princeton team. 1-2 is the count. Sanchez Gonzalez fires. Mead Moss goes. Oh! Aaron throw. Mead Moss looks up, but will stay put on second.
If he hadn't slid into second, maybe he could have gone to third.
Well, you got to slide. If you don't slide, it's interference. You cannot. It's not like the MLB. You cannot truck a defender. You cannot do that.
No fun.
Yeah, you truck a defender, they will immediately be tossing you out of the game. So Mead Moss is going to take a bit of a breather now. They're talking about an obstruction call on Princeton. I don't know what that would do. That would advance Mead Moss to third.
I'm not sure. Dust off the rule book.
But yeah, I'm not too familiar with the OHSAA.
OHSAA.
Huh?
OHSAA.
That's what I said.
2 S's.
I said OHSSA.
It's OHSAA.
My apologies.
It's okay.
And Mead Moss now leading off second. I don't know that they got the obstruction call. Oh, and the pitcher balked. And Mead Moss will go to third. That's really big. I mean, that's really big. Parker Isaac's now a single, which was what he's been doing today. Will score Mead Moss, and I mean, he could joggle him.
It's just a couple tough plays. You throw it over the second baseman and then bulk, and now all of a sudden, Mead Moss goes from first to third.
And Isaac's skipper to shortstop Davis Fields throws and gets him out. And West is sat down. They do leave a man on third. Princeton back up. They need it now. Top of the 7th. Last chance. Welcome back, everyone, to Lakota West Student Broadcasting. We are here at Joe Nuxall Field. It is the top of the 7th, do or die time for the Princeton Vikings. Keegan Campbell on the bump, trying to finish this one out. As we said, one of the best closers in the GMC, looking for that save. Very important save here in the second round.
So,
now batting number 22, Princeton.
He's not on the roster.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were not able to find a name. And on deck is number 1, which is a guy we have not seen today either. Or no,
Gary Miller.
Oh, pardon me. He's on the lineup. That's my mistake.
Yeah, so This number 22 player is coming in for Grayson Wolf, the pitcher.
Or who's first base after pitching,
Yeah.
but yeah, we were not able to find his name, unfortunately. We looked long, hard, every source possible, but not able
Up
to
in the
find
box, we're all lost, but
the man of mystery.
yeah,
We'll call him.
the unnamed potential hero of the game.
Swing and a miss. He will go down. Campbell strikes him out.
No name, no problem.
Now batting for the Vikings,
Princeton
number 1,
down to their last 2 outs. There's Perry Miller up to bat.
If he can get on base, that does wonders for the rest of this game, because then you have the top of the lineup with Davis, Shaw. And this is,
First pitch high, 1-0.
if you're Campbell, you got to keep runners at bay. You don't want anyone on base, but just got to keep them off the plate.
Miller skies one to left center. Isaac's giving chase, and it gets past Snow in left field after makes a diving effort. Perry Miller is now aboard. And here's top of the lineup now,
number
Josh
3,
Davis.
Josh Davis.
And Perry Miller with 11 stolen bases on the season. He is a speed threat. And so that is definitely a problem for Campbell. You know, you want to have as little distractions as possible. Swing and a miss.
And now
Good
you have
pitch.
an even bigger threat on the plate. Josh Davis, 20 stolen bases on the season. I mean, props to West. They've done a great job all game holding off. I don't know how many have they allowed any steals this game? I don't think they
Do
have.
not. Yeah, we have the one steal. I think we advanced on a wild pitch, but. And 1-1 is taken
Good
high.
look.
2-1 now. I mean, it's a tough at bat here for Campbell. I mean, you don't necessarily want to pitch to Josh
going
Davis,
quick.
but you kind of have to. It's top of the 7th. You know,
Yeah.
you got to get him out. So if he's not going to swing at something, he's a very disciplined hitter. You got to give him something that he can swing at. But it's got to be good enough to miss.
2-2 count. He was going quick and threw him off his rhythm.
You know, and if you're Keegan Campbell, if you're gonna miss your spot here, you want to miss it out of the zone. You don't want to miss and give Josh Davis a meatball.
And I'm
to hit.
sure Campbell is thinking about Shaw up at bat.
Miller clapping his hands,
But you
taking full count here for Josh Davis.
You can't get thrown off your rhythm. You can't overlook Josh Davis, even though Watch Shaw is up.
Yeah, this is where the heart rate
Close
starts
him out.
rising for everyone on the field. And that one is going to be skied
Noah
to
calls
Noah
it.
Bramble just on the infield lip. It's short.
Got it.
He'll
There
grab
you go.
it. 2 down. Princeton down to their final out.
And it's
Wyatt Shaw.
they
up
couldn't
to
have
bat.
asked for anyone else to be.
Now batting
Their
for the
final
Vikings,
out.
number
I mean,
13,
Yeah, Wyatt Shaw
Shaw.
up to bat now. I mean, a guy that's capable of tying this game up with one swing. So
When
you
you think
don't
about
wanna see
him,
that.
he's a senior. This could be his last at bat of his career.
yeah, that's
And
a
it
really,
deserves a mound meeting between.
yeah, that's a really nice thought. This
Yeah.
could possibly be the very last at bat of his high school baseball career at Princeton. So
You can feel it in the air.
he's gonna want to make this a memorable one.
The intensity.
So I mean, if he can at least get on base, that'd be good for him.
Yeah.
But they definitely need an extra base hit here, really. I mean,
So
and
here we
Wyatt
go.
Shaw's a good enough guy for that.
Campbell up against the wall.
Everyone
the
on the
lefty
fence
Shaw.
now. Shaw, Campbell.
Oh my.
That one is skied high to center field. Isaacs calls off everyone. Backpedals,
Got it.
makes the grab. And Lakota West High School has taken down the Princeton Vikings here in the second round of the OHSAA playoffs.
We'll get him next round, David. We'll get him next round. The
Man, look-
Southwest 6th Division is Lakota West territory.
And yeah, and West will be, after this game, they'll be taking on either Olentangy Liberty
Or Dublin Jerome. One of those two, those Columbus teams. Not what you normally expect here in the Southwest Division, but there you go. What a game for the Firebirds. One to remember, especially for these senior guys.
You know, again, I just want to say thank you to everyone watching out there. You know, we appreciate the support. I'm David Webster here with Nico Stonework.
We'll see
Signing
you in
out.
June.